There's a funny thing happening, in the very heart of London right now, and that is there's a big meeting happening to see what they can do about saving one of our more perennial things that we all like to do, including tourists, and if you can afford it, of course, normal people living here in the United Kingdom. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. But as ever, will this new incentive, this new idea that they think is going to work, actually work? And more importantly, what do you think to their ideas? As ever, let me share with you. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. How are you today? Not, it's boiling here now. I'm always moaning, aren't I? I know you must get sick to death of it, but when you're wandering around London sometimes, it becomes really humid. Somebody said to me the other day on the comments, Neil, you look very warm. I thought, I'm dripping. You know, the thing is, one minute it's warm, but don't you dare say it's an age thing. I know what it's like. It's the weather. Yes, blame it on Greta. We'll just leave it there. What's interesting, though, is the problem that we have over here right now in the very heart of London is this. Endless shows closing, quite literally, in London's alleged glittering West End. Now, many might say, of course, it's to do with how the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, is running our once wonderful city. Knife crime, mega, robberies on the street for watchers, mega, people being stopped quite literally out and about, and being robbed. It's a very difficult, you have to be on your guard when you're around, let me tell you. But it's the bigger problem now, because when you look at big musicals, say, of yesteryear, like Mamma Mia, Phantom of the Opera, they ran for months and months. And this is imperative, you see, because it costs so much to put on such a big stage show, something like Phantom, literally the cast, the cost. Now, a recent reopening at the Prince of Wales Theatre, Aspects of Love, which restarred Michael Ball, is going to be closing in September. It only opened in June, but consequently, like The Wizard of Oz at the London Palladium, very short runs, hoping to pack people in and then make a quick profit. Not much of a profit, but indeed something of a profit. But their sort of consortium is they don't quite understand why people won't come back to the theatre after the pandemic. Shall we spell it out for them? Mainly, of course, it's top prices, and obviously, cost of living means that actors and actresses and directors and all sorts of people still need to be paid. Totally understand that. But it's the experience, isn't it? When you go to a theatre, before it was a glamorous occasion, you got dressed up, everybody made an effort. When you turn up at the theatre now, the audience have quite literally turned up in what they've turned up in. There's no effort to be made. They're simply just there they are. And it really sort of distracts away from what should be a costly, glamorous, if you like, and very nice night out. But then when you're at the theatre, you're met with people with walkie-talkies, high-vis jackets, shouting and looking in your bag, and basically telling you to stand in line, like you're in some kind of holiday camp or something far worse. And then, of course, you look at the productions and they're all very much pared down. You see, even Phantom of the Opera has stripped back a lot of their orchestra. Much of it now is pre-taped, whichever way they say. It's already pre-programmed. Again, digital technology and cost saving. But the bigger picture, as people often say, is what's truly gone wrong? Well, there's another side to it as well. The wokery. If you look at Greece, we now have the part played by Frankie Valli on screen, played by a woman. And then they just recast the entire thing. So like Rizzo in Greece is now suddenly not this hardened person, but no, a lot softer. And you're thinking, look, you're changing the plot. People don't know what they're coming to see. But as ever, when you sit down with these people, and I was lucky enough to get invited to discuss some of these aspects, nobody wants to admit it because they're all too frightened to say that they're doing the wrong thing. And as you know, in this world of cancel culture and wokeratory, that is the bigger problem. So for now, it looks like this ongoing disaster is going to continue, not just obviously with the likes of theatre, but films too. People talk about Barbie having this biggest opening. They forget it has to make a lot of money back. An opening like that with world premieres in many different places, plus of course the cost of advertising, costs a lot of money. Barbie did well in the first week, it's plummeting on the second week. Oppenheimer not doing incredibly well also in the second week. So you can push it hard, but very quickly the audience makes a decision. As ever, I'd love to know what you think that could be done to save not just West End theatre, but just entertainment in general, whether it be comedy, stand-up, musical, plays. What would you like to see? And more importantly, in this cost of living crisis, what are you prepared to pay to go and see? As ever, do let me know in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.